Hello, I am Abraham Moncrieffe, and I will graduate from Vinton High School and earn my Youth Apprenticeship Certificate from GPS Ed this June. Over my time as an apprentice in the GPS Ed program, I have learned a lot of things, one being that there are a ton of like-minded students, just like me, who would want an alternative from the traditional high school experience, in exchange for an early start in the workforce while still working towards a diploma. I also learned that this program actually cares about their students, taking down phone numbers and reminding us to make sure we always stay on top of our classwork and what we're doing at our jobs at all times. With my time at my company, Ace Precisions, I feel confident in the skills I've learned, ranging from sandblasting and brake pressing to operating electrical tools in order to alter an airplane part to its specific needs. I've also learned a lot of information and skills in the classroom as well. We have an array of learning areas to take away from, such as applied math, work keys, MSSE training, and achieve literature, with more in counting. I wanted to touch more on MSSE training, which is a learning center online that teaches us students about everything to expect in the workforce. During our training, we discussed quality processes, safety procedures, graph reading, and other important measures that give us a head start in our learning curve. With all of that being said, the most important piece of information that I apply to both work and school is to persevere. Persevere through those mornings where you don't want to get out of bed. Persevere through the wall that stops you from bettering your understanding of something. And persevere past what you think is your limit, because there is no limit. Moving forward, I would like to talk about my classroom environment. I learned a lot of useful subjects in my classroom, but the most important subject I've learned so far that I most likely wouldn't have learned in a traditional high school is how to survive off a scarce amount of money and how to survive a serious recession in case I would ever need to. One of the best experiences I've had as a GPS student has to be when we stepped outside of the classroom and our comfort zones. An example of this is the boat regatta, where we had to build a boat made out of cardboard and row it from one short end of a river to another. Not an easy task, as I sunk the whole ship, but the whole day was amazing and I'd do it over again. Going back to the classroom, one event I want to pat myself on the back on is the Rube Goldberg assignment, where we had to make a ball roll through multiple levels in our small machines, only using things such as toilet paper, rolls, scissors, papers, and plastics. Another thing I want to give myself credit for is understanding things that were once hard to me, one of those things being math. But after I sat down with my classmates and teachers, I was able to complete all of my math assignments for that semester. Overall, GPS Ed is showing me that there is more to education than studying, stressing, and failing. And I can confidently say that once I leave this program and go on to graduate, I can have a better sense and be more ready for the real world outside of these walls. I know that I am different from your traditional high school student. I know that I can't study for a useless test. I know that I can't focus in a place that I dread going to every day. But I do know that I am perfectly capable of receiving a high school diploma. I just didn't want to go to high school. Throughout my junior year, I was in a mental and emotional slump. And a lot of problems would be fixed if I didn't have to go back to high school, so that's exactly what I did. I didn't go to school a lot as a junior, and the times I did, I tried to leave as early as I could. I just didn't feel happy there. I felt I didn't belong, so I didn't go. Towards the end of the school year, I had no plan, no goals, no vision. It was hard to explain my school situation to my friends and family when it got brought up, and I honestly had nothing to say except I quit. Little did I know that everything would flip in my favor for me after a conversation I had with my good friend Adrian. All I can remember saying was, I need an alternative, I need an alternative. He then explains to me that he's in a program where he can work at a real job, work for real money, while still being able to work towards a high school diploma with the Youth Apprenticeship Award added along the way. At first it sounded too good to be true, but I trusted him and he referred me to GPS Ed, and ever since then, I felt a lot more confident and secure about my future, knowing that I'm in the right hands to succeed. and I still thank him to this day for offering me an alternative, one that I desperately needed for the betterment of myself and also for others around me that want me to succeed and do great things in this lifetime that we're living. For my plans after high school, after graduation, I have a few routes that I have an interest in. Going to college to study in a computer major, preferably cybersecurity, is one of those interests. Studying and training to be an air traffic controller is another one of those interests. And my final interest is staying and building a career with my current employer, Ace Precisions. So many different pathways with so many different benefits and consequences can seem overwhelming and confusing. At the time I am speaking to you all now, I am still trying to figure out how I can move up in the world, but I know that if I bet on myself and can stay consistent through any and everything that can come my way, I know wherever I end up and whatever I turn out to be, I'll excel in my area and end up extremely fortunate while doing so. I asked a lot of questions, I've gotten a lot of help, and I've received a lot of opportunities. And in reciting this statement, I encourage future GPS Ed students to do the same so that you can get the most out of your time spent. I want to end by thanking both of my mothers, my father, my teachers, my employer, Ace Precisions, and everyone involved within the GPS Ed program and my own journey. You all have done amazing things for me, and I won't let any of you down for nothing. I have really appreciated my time at GPS Ed, and I know that whatever's next will ultimately end in a happy ending. Thank you.